At Myeloma Patient Europe, we've been aware of the lack of clinical trials in Central Eastern Europe. But to advocate effectively, we needed evidence. We needed quantitative and qualitative data to support our advocacy work and support our members' advocacy work. So what we did initially was to conduct an analysis of the myeloma trials that were that enrolled and recruited between 2001 and 2020. And what we found was that of the 3,229 trials that were conducted in that period of time, only 201 included patients from Central Eastern Europe. That's only 6% of trials, myeloma trials, that were conducted worldwide. So that was quite surprising. We knew that was an issue, but we didn't realize the extent of it. What the data also helped us do was to rank countries in the region in terms of the number of myeloma trials conducted during that period. And we found out that Poland ranked second, so in this list of countries, with 79 trials. But what surprised us was that the country that ranks first is the Czech Republic with 129 trials. And the surprise comes from the fact that the Czech Republic is a smaller country than Poland. So really it got us thinking that there are barriers and facilitators. So facilitators, reasons why, the Czech Republic comes first and Poland comes second. And I'm going to share three of those barriers with you, one being structural and two clinical. The first barrier, and probably the one that seems the most impactful, is the complexity of the registration process. So registering a trial in Poland seems to be a burdensome, complex, and long process. And Poland has suffered quite a number of delays in the registration of trials. So it makes Poland unattractive in comparison with the Czech Republic, where the registration process is a lot more smooth and fast. So that was definitely something that came out as quite strong. Then there is a clinical barrier that also came out quite clear, is the heterogeneity in clinical practice. So what was shared with us was that Polish hematologists, have not reached a consensus in terms of their clinical practice. So the guidelines are not set in a way that they are in line with clinical practice in other countries from other regions, but even within Poland in itself. So what happens is that you've got Polish patients, myeloma, Polish patients who received a very different treatments depending on the hospital they're being treated at. And one important eligibility criteria in any trials, especially in myeloma trials, is prior treatment. So what you have received, your prior treatment will definitely dictate what the next treatment could be. And the fact that Polish patients receive very different treatment across the nation means that quite a number of those patients cannot access some multi-center international trials because the treatment they receive is not in line at national level and international level. So that's one also major barrier. And then I'll share a third barrier clinical barrier, is the heterogeneity in terms of the knowledge in hematologists of clinical trials. So this came up also that It appears that not all Polish hematologists are aware of trials running in their country, and this is an issue because if they're not informed, then they cannot propose the trial to patients, who in turn cannot decide whether they want to enter the trial or not. So these are three barriers that I'm sharing with you today. But there's more information to discover in the report, and more also reasons to find out why Poland is doing well, but not as well as it could. I thank you for your attention, and on behalf of the Myeloma Patients Europe team, we hope this report will help you in your advocacy work for better access to clinical trials in Poland. Thank you.